My name is Kaire Godfrey, Director, God is Hope Schools in Uganda, working with Simone's kids. And this is my story. I was born in 1976 on 25th December. My dad and mom, they were drunkards. So when my mom had the labor pains, she had to walk like 50 kilometers to the hospital because there was no vehicle. And on the way, my mom could not reach the hospital. So she went into the bush and pushed a baby boy who is Godfrey now. When I was born in the bush, my dad was a drunkard. He had no time to check on the mom. So mom spent like 2 days without coming back home. After my birth, my mom went back. Still, my dad was still a drunkard because it was a Christmas festival, and in Africa, when it is a Christmas festival, most of the people are drunk. So that's how I started growing in such environment. When I was at the age of 6, my mom died, and my father was killed by the soldiers. So I was an orphan as early as 6 years old. There is a friend to my dad who took care of me, and whom up to now I consider him as my father. He was taking care of me, and he took me to an orphanage home. The orphanage home where I was is where we met Hope, my wife, and Hope was an orphan. So we grew up in an orphanage setting. The organization which took me up in the orphanage home started paying my fees. So I decided to train as a teacher. And after training as a teacher, I decided to come back to the community where I grew up from. There were so many students on the streets who were not going to school. And I decided to open up a school called God is Hope Primary School. Because our belief was in hope, and we say in the matter of things, there is still hope. And that word, there is still hope, has helped us to continue having hope in Him in whatever we do. So I can only say it is only hope. It is only the hope of God that things can change. When I opened up the primary school, I brought students from the streets into my school. As the school was running like 2 years, we started getting a challenge of paying the building rent. And the owner of the building had written to me several letters warning me to pay or I leave the premises. I had decided to close the school because I had no funds to run the school. And that's how I met Simone Puccinelli, and it was kind of a joke because I never knew she would be serious. So she started asking me like, how much money do you need to continue the school? I told her I wanted $500. Simone sent me the $500. I paid the building, that was rent. I even started buying food for the children. By then, we had like 120 students. Simone sent me more money to buy the land. We built the school on our own property. Right now, the primary school has 560 students. And all of them, they are being sponsored by Simone's Kids organization in Uganda. Recently, we got a high school. The high school is close to the primary school, and it has 475 students. Currently, Simone's Kids organization is taking care of more than 900 students in Uganda. I want to bless God. My meeting with Simone Puccinelli was a divine encounter. Most of the students could have gone back to the streets, but we praise God and give Him the glory that these students, they have a place to belong to. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to hope, because with the hope, all things are possible.